Hi, this is Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Thanks for checking into the weathermanpod.com on your Monday, 6th day of the month of October 2025. And boy, did we have a nice weekend in the east. Much of the nation, central, north, and east had very warm, very dry weather. Looks like some scattered showers along the Gulf Coast and maybe central and southern portions of the Florida Peninsula. But outside of that, it has been basically dry and sunny. Highs near 80 on Saturday, in the 80s on Sunday. Similar situation coming up on Monday and Tuesday of this week. Both days are going to be quite nice. First, want to give a big shout out and a congratulations to my buddy, my brother, Ed Galkin, 89-year-old Ed Galkin, who was set a record for being the oldest person to fly solo, or actually not solo, but in a single-engine aircraft from Gander up in Newfoundland across through Iceland, from Iceland to there to Bergen, Norway. Bergen, Norway is on that western coast of the peninsula, the Norwegian peninsula, Scandinavian peninsula. And then from there down to Denmark, from Denmark across through into France, and from France out to Warsaw, Poland, or near Warsaw, actually. Then over to the UK, and from the UK had a little bit of some ignition problem with his aircraft. They had that all straightened out, and then went on to northern sections, the Basque region of Spain, then over to Portugal. From there over to the Azores, and from the Azores, a flight directly to St. John's, Newfoundland, from Newfoundland to right over at New Hampshire during the afternoon on Friday, and then gave some talks on their mission. And I'll get to that in just a moment. And that was on Friday and Saturday. And then today, landed at noontime at Central Jersey Airport in Manville, New Jersey. Peter and Ed did some great work. You know, they went around the world, part of Rotary International, and they're really set up all across the world. And everywhere they went, Rotarians, international Rotarians from that country met them at the airport, and they gave a talk and raising money to fight polio. Now, you know, a lot of folks go, well, polio is really not a problem, isn't it? I mean, isn't it just like smallpox? Well, actually, smallpox has been eradicated, but polio has not. As a matter of fact, there are some sections in Afghanistan and Pakistan where outbreaks of polio have affected the population, especially children. And we have a vaccine. The vaccine is available. You can eradicate it, but the only way that you can say that a disease is totally eradicated is if it doesn't show up anywhere in the globe for a period of 3 years, and that just hasn't happened. So the idea here with the Flying Rotarians going around the world and talking about this problem is to raise money so that they can vaccinate children and people in those areas that need those vaccinations. Only costs $3.50, and that's for each vaccination. So any little bit that you can give is really great. So it's flight2endpolio.com. Just go there and you can find out more information about what Ed and Peter did over the last 30 days. Really quite remarkable. And that speed across from the Azores to St. John's, Newfoundland, 9 hours and 41 minutes. And that's a record for a gentleman who has that many years and is still an excellent pilot, along with Peter, of course. Peter Tiern was a representative, actually, of Red Cross and has been doing wonderful work for many, many years, Peter Tiern. And he's out of Iowa, and him and Ed arrived back in Central Jersey Airport. Congratulations to them. Weather-wise, it looks like just dry weather on Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures actually going about 80 to 85. Nighttime lows in the 50s. Could have some much-needed rainfall Tuesday night and on Wednesday. Hopefully, we do need the rain, and that hopefully will be arriving around midweek. If you are traveling by airliner on this Monday, it looks like good weather in D.C., Philadelphia, Baltimore, New York City, up to Boston. But there are going to be some showers in Chicago. Looks like dry weather in Minneapolis. Showers and thunderstorms on Florida Peninsula, so they're going to have some rain there. Maybe some showers in Houston. Dry in Dallas, but hot. West Coast, dry from San Diego, L.A., San Francisco, all the way up to Seattle and Portland. And it looks like that will continue for at least a day or two. I'm Meteorologist Steve Pellettiere, and I am the Weatherman. Hope you have a great day today. Talk to you first thing on Tuesday. See you then.